Hello, I am here to present to you the definition of woke up like this. So last night I fell asleep in my makeup, which never happens. I never just forget to take off my makeup. That's just not something that I've ever done. But last night I genuinely just completely blanked out. Like I was up till 1 in the morning reading something for my philosophy class, which classes actually got canceled today because of the weather, which is crazy. I'll probably talk more about that later, but I'm pretty thrilled right now. But yeah, this is, I don't do this, but a lot of it's gone. I don't know. Anyway, irrelevant. What does my pillow look? I'm really interested to know now. Is there? Yeah, there's makeup on it. Real cute. Yeah, I don't know why I'm going on for so long about that, but anyway, yeah, it's a good morning, so I figured we'll go back to filming today since I have the whole day off. It would have been my busiest day. I'm thrilled. All right, see you guys in a little. So I just accidentally filmed myself setting up my camera without realizing, and I'm actually debating uploading that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm here to put my face on. And yeah, I guess I'll just talk to you guys and update you on stuff because I mentioned a few things on my main channel, I guess, about like moving to start college and all that. And I figured I'd give you a little update for anyone who cares because I guess you're here to listen to me talk if you actually came to this channel, which I appreciate, like I always said. But yeah, alright, let's put my face on. I love just sitting down and doing my makeup. It's one of the greatest parts of the day. Makes me happy. I don't know. But yes, I don't really do this often, like multitasking, talking while doing makeup, but you know, we're gonna give it a go. And hopefully my setup's alright. A little awkward, I know, the mirror taking up half the screen. But anyway, it is week 4 for me. And I intended to film a bit more and update, and I did actually film a couple things for this channel that I never ended up posting. One was after my first night of college, I did like a kind of sit down and talk while I take off my makeup thing, so kind of the exact opposite of what I'm doing right now. And I don't know, I just never uploaded it because things like that, I don't know, I feel like when I just talk about what's going on in my life, I feel like it's so temporary and I feel kind of weird uploading it, if that makes any sense. But I guess that's the whole point of this channel, kind of, right? I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with documenting what's happening right now. But yeah, for some reason, I just felt kind of strange about it. I don't know, I didn't want to keep that up. So I never uploaded it. And then I found some other random thing, but I'm like, this is way too boring, no one cares, and I deleted it, so there's that. But anyway, yeah, it's week 4, and today my classes are canceled, which I am so happy about. I don't even know, like, how to tell you how thrilled I am that I don't have school today. Like, this day off was just what I needed. And today would have been my busiest, so like I would have had to stay there for 8 hours today, which not my favorite thing in the world. So let me tell you about my class schedule. I don't know why, but we're gonna talk about my class schedule. So today I would have had at 10 a.m. philosophy. I'd have a philosophy lecture. I'm taking that. Wait, you don't even know what class I'm taking. How would I tell you that first? A lot of them are today. But anyway, I'm taking philosophy, I'm taking Korean, I'm taking an intro to film class, like looking at movies and analyzing them, that kind of thing. And then I'm taking an introduction to filmmaking, which is like actually, you know, like hands-on doing that kind of thing. And then, what else am I taking? Oh yeah, English composition, that's just like a requirement thing, so yeah. But it's alright, so far the things we're talking about, like, don't bore me to death, so, like, I'm okay, you know? So, not too bad so far. So here's the thing though, some of my classes are like a little too long. Like generally the subject matches my interests because that's what I tried to do for myself, but the fact that like I'm taking classes on my hobbies kind of is ruining the hobbies a little bit for me, if that makes sense. Like the filmmaking class, just now it's like when I go to film and I look at the camera, I kind of think like, oh, I have homework for filmmaking class, you know? So like in a sense, taking classes on your interests kind of ruins them a little bit as a hobby, because then, like, you know, you kind of associate it with academics, or at least I do. That's how my mind works, because I've I hated school for a long time. I'm more of a self-teaching kind of person. Like, if I want to know something and how to do something, then I'll figure it out myself. I'm not the type who likes to go to school and take classes on things. So, yeah, that's why that's a little bit of a downfall to what I'm taking, you know? Because, like, my Korean class, I quite like it. It's probably the most, like, chill class of them all, and I'm glad I started taking it. I figured, I could use some brushing up on my talking, because that's the part I suck at. Like, I understand a lot, and, like, you know, a lot of grammar makes sense to me and stuff, but my vocabulary isn't very good, and when it comes to actually speaking, it, like, takes me a bit to put the sentences together before I actually say them, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I figured it'd be good to take it. I was gonna do some other language, or a couple even, but I figured, you know what, I'll just stick to what I know for now, you know, and something that I know I'd enjoy. And I was hoping to meet some people with similar interests there, which I have done, so that's pretty cool. So far, so good there. But now it's like, I used to have this drive to, like, want to learn it on my own time, you know? Be like, I'd watch videos, like, listen to lessons. I use Talk to Me in Korean all the time. I love it. And now, like, I just have less of that drive now that it's for a class, too, you know? Like, now I associate it with class. And that's the thing that kind of ruins it. Even if I like the class and, like, I feel like it's benefiting me, still, for some reason, my brain does that thing, and it's just really irritating. But, yeah, anyway, I'm very glad to have today off. Very grateful for that. Because, alright, let's go back to what I was saying about my schedule. So, I would have had philosophy at 10 a.m., then an hour in between that, and then I would have Korean at 12, and that would end about an hour later, and then from 1 to almost 5, I would have that intro to film class, which that is just too much for my attention span. It is way too much. Like, 4 hours of one class is not something I can handle. At least, like, for the second half of it, we just, like, screen movies to talk about, so technically it's only, like, 2 hours of class and 2 hours of movie, but, like, sitting in the same spot for that long at once and, like, paying attention to everything is, like, a little much for my brain, so not a fan of that, and I'm just really glad that I got, today off. Very grateful for that, because sitting through that is not fun. Not very fun. Since I'm on a similar topic, I should probably mention the actual adjustment period, like what's going on with that. So it's been a little rough, honestly. I moved in to my grandparents' house to go to college because their house is closer than mine to the college I go to, and, you know, it just kind of made more sense that way. But it feels very strange, almost like I'm living someone else's life in a sense. Like, I've wanted for years to live alone and, like, to move out of home, but this is definitely not what I was going for at all. But, you know, eventually. I can't afford that myself yet, but hopefully we'll get there at one point, you know? And I guess I kind of got a deal for now. It's so crazy, though, because when I was at home, I wanted more than anything to leave and, you know, get out and, like, do something more, you know? Like, not sit at home all the time and whatever, and, like, I wanted to move out and experience something new. And now that I've moved out and live here, all I want is, like, to go back home to my friends and to everything there that's kind of, like, familiar, you know? Because this is just very unsettling. It was a very sudden change, because, like I said, not in this video, but at some point before, you've probably heard that I graduated high school just last month in December, and I jumped straight into college from there. I graduated halfway into senior year of high school. And yeah, it was just very sudden and very drastic, and I think that's part of why it's been such a tough adjustment for me. But, you know, I think I need to give it a little more time. This week so far has probably been the best. Last week was by far the worst. Like, not a good time. Many mental breakdowns and, like, complete meltdowns of just, like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? That whole thing, you know? That whole teenage thing. I know it's just part of the experience, but it sucks when you're actually there in that moment, you know? So, yeah, I've just been trying to figure things out, and hopefully that'll go down all right. Another odd thing is that at home, like I said, like I wanted to go out more and to actually do stuff. Like I would be bored all the time and I'd be like, I need to get out of the house and, do something, hang out with my friends more. And when I moved to college, I was like, oh, like, want to make friends here and like go out and do stuff. Like that's what I was expecting for myself. But then when I got here, it's like that completely shifted and like I didn't want to do anything at all. Like I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to anything, like it was just too much. It was like an overload kind of thing. Something that I thought I wanted there, like I guess with too much of a change, it was just like overwhelming, and all I want to do is like sit at home and not life, But I think I need to get out more and see what happens. I should ask people to hang out and stuff. I don't know, but it's really tough to make friends when you commute. It's not like I'm living in a dorm and stuff, so that's definitely been more of a challenge. Like, I've talked to a couple people in my classes and stuff, but it's not the kind of thing where it's like, I don't know, like hanging out kind of friends. It's more like a talking class kind of friends. But maybe if I made the first move to like ask them to hang out and stuff, then that might be good for me. So maybe I'll try that at some point. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's just been a little crazy time, but working on adjusting. I just took an eyebrow break. We back. But yeah, I think it's time for my favorite my favorite part of the makeup process, which is adding glitter onto my eyelids, or shimmer, whatever you wish to call it. That's my favorite. It's incredibly satisfying. Let's go. Woo, oh yeah, you see that? Oh yes, best part. So, anyway, I think I've told you about a lot pretty much already. I mean, I could go on for hours of every detail of all the insane things I've been feeling over the past few weeks, but we're not going to go there because it's all temporary and, life goes on. So, what do I talk about in that case? It's tough. So, oh my god, I've said so many times. I need to just, like, come prepared for these things. The one thing is, like, I'll have this, like, great idea of, like, how I'll talk about everything and, like, be clean and, like, orderly and whatever, and have, like, a logical process of what I'm saying. And then I sit down to film and I forget everything and I just kind of talk and it never comes out right or the way I wanted it to, and that's the struggle of YouTube. I feel like a lot of YouTubers have this problem where, like, they'll film a video where, like, they want to try and get some sort of, like, emotional thing out there, but then they never end up uploading it, or they film it a few times over just because they can never quite articulate it right. That's how I feel. Like, I understand that so much now. It's so hard to actually, like, talk out loud the way you would in your head when you're thinking of, like, what you want to say and talk about. I feel like I'm being really redundant right now, but you know what I'm saying. So, I did want to do more, like, makeup-related content on this channel. Not, like, everything per se. Like, I don't want the channel to have a specific subject to it necessarily, but I do still, like, I mean, it's a huge part of my life. Makeup is, like, one of my only hobbies right now, really, or, like, things that I enjoy just for me, kind of, and I would really like to film some stuff about it, but I don't know. We'll have to see, because, like, it's hard to have a channel where, like, you don't have a specific audience to cater to, because it's, like, how do I know that you want to watch videos about makeup? Like, most of you probably have no interest in makeup at all, and you just came here because I said I'm making a second channel, check it out. But if you are here just listening to me talk, I appreciate that a lot. And yes, I know I've said that multiple times over, but really, that's kind of, like, all I've got to say. I don't know. I'm just glad to be able to have at least, like, the few of you who came here and, like, actually care about just whatever I happen to post, Like, I get the opportunity to say what I want, like, put stuff out there and create things, and to actually have people who would like to see it is really cool to me and means a lot. So, yes, there's that. Let's see how many times I can repeat that. And then, oh god, I dropped stuff. The next few videos. Alright. That's powder. I finally got the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I've been meaning to forever because, like, everyone constantly talks about it. But finally I've jumped on the bandwagon. I use, like, this baby one to put on. I don't know. I have a little trouble doing the normal things most YouTubers do. Like, they have so much powder. Like, it gets so heavy. Wait, could you see me at all this entire time? I just realized you probably can't. I'm sorry. Alright. I am a mess of a YouTuber. I'm not used to doing videos like this. I'm used to, like, very specific things, you know, just sit and react to videos, which is a lot easier to film than other stuff. But yeah, I really want to do other things, and I have cool ideas, and hopefully I'll get on those. It's just tough to do it here because, like I said, I don't really have friends over here yet, and, like, most of them are at home, and I'm only at home on the weekends, and so, like, I don't have that much opportunity to really have people film with me and help me out with that kind of thing. Because, like, this I can film on my own, obviously, but other things it's a little trickier, so if I want to do more, like, skits or any other kind of video, I would need other people to help me with that, you know? Other thing, like, personally, like, personal-wise, when I go home, like, I just want to spend that time with my friends, you know? Like, I don't want to have to necessarily worry about, like, making content for something when, like, I barely ever get to see my friends, you know, like, I'm away from them, like, the entire week and pretty much alone here, and then, oh, there's an ambulance outside, sorry if you hear that, but, like, I spend the whole week here myself, and when I go home, I just want to, like, spend the time with them, you know, but I also, like, YouTube is really important to me, like, that's one thing that I know I really want for myself, and I really want to do. And that's why, like, I know I need to put the time in, and I just need to kind of try and push the emotions aside and, you know, like, realize I'm still spending time with people when I do that. But yeah, it's all kind of, like, very twisted in my head right now. I think it's just, like, a huge transition. I'm just really, really lost in general right now. And sorry, I stopped doing my makeup. I'm just getting, like, heart to heart here. But yeah, this is definitely the toughest phase of my life, I'd say, phase so far, or one of them. I don't do very well with transitions and stuff like that. It always takes me a while to kind of get into things and realize that life goes on and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'll have to figure some things out. That's why I haven't been posting as much the past few weeks as I would have liked to, you know. I just needed to, like, mentally figure out what I want to do, what I need to do, life in general, you know. Yeah, so there's that. Alright, I feel like I've outspoken my time limit at this point. Like, we're reaching borderline boring, even though none of this was that interesting to begin with. But, like, I've been going on for a while, so I'll check in with you later again, once I'm done, I guess. And we'll see if I'm at anything. Why can't I talk? If I'll add anything from there. Alright, see ya! Hey guys, back for my check-in, or whatever. It's a little later in the day. Yeah, sorry about the background noise. In this house, literally 24/7, either my grandpa's, like, screaming really loudly somewhere in the house, or my grandma's watching TV pretty loudly, and I can hear it no matter where I am, because every door in this house almost looks like this. Like, literally every door is a closet door. Like, there's literally no, like, actual soundproof door. There's one in the entire house, and it drives me a little bit mental. It's so hard to film here, but I try my best, so I apologize for background noise at any point if you've heard it. I'm sure you hear it right now. Yeah, anyway, I feel like I've done so much, like, negative... Oops, okay, I just got a battery low reminder thing. Hopefully that didn't actually interrupt, I don't know. But yeah, sorry, I feel like this video has been a little negative, which is part of the reason I didn't want to upload stuff like this. But, you know, I'm just kind of putting the current reality out there. I've got some stuff to deal with, but it's alright. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset from now on and, you know, keep that for the future. Obviously, being a very anxious person as I am, that's a little tough, but I'm gonna do my best. And yeah, wish me luck. It's really nice to have you guys to talk to as well. Like, knowing that there's someone out there listening, even though, like, right now I'm just alone in a room I know that, like, I'll get comments responding to this, and it's just, I don't know, it's a really cool feeling. Once again, I'm talking about how grateful I am for you guys watching, but that's the tea, sis. Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go film a couple things for my other channel. Have a CLC reaction today, and I'll probably do something else too. We'll see. But yeah, alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And I guess follow me on Instagram at Alice on the Internet if you want. Alright, I always forget that. Bye. Okay, one more thing. I said I'm leaving, but there's something I had to show you. So I was filming on Monday. It's Wednesday right now when I'm filming this, and on Monday I was filming and I just got this new monitor that I use to hook up to my camera as a viewfinder. I can't flip while I'm filming, but here's the monitor anyway. But so I plugged it in, everything was going great. The thing is, this monitor's stand is like really kind of flimsy, which isn't a great thing. I'll have to figure something out with that. But I was filming and my monitor suddenly just flips forward, falls face down, and I'm like, oh god. Like, the monitor's fine, but what it did do is pull the cord right out of my camera, and look what happened to it. Isn't that great? Is it gonna focus? Can I manually focus? I've never done this. Can I manually focus this while filming? No. Okay. I'm gonna put it back here. So yeah, that's what my cord looks like now. Very good. So yeah, the new ones just came in today so I can film on my camera. So yeah, great. Alright. Alright, now bye.